2024 will be the year of the Dragon, but might as well be the year of the pickup. Many capable contenders from the sci-fi looking Cybertruck to more down-to-earth offerings from traditional manufacturers are launching or are completely redesigned for the upcoming year. Today we will talk about the brand new 2024 Ford Ranger and expose its biggest pros and cons. Let's look at the Ford Ranger's strengths. Reason 3. Brand spanking new. Every year we hear manufacturers boast how this year's vehicle will be better and prettier and faster. Well, you get the hang of it. And almost every time it is just a more or less well-prepared marketing campaign. At best, we do get some new plastic piece stuck to the car. Maybe some new rims or a new color. The manufacturers call it restyling and provide the audience with a brand new car. Yet every so often we truly get a brand new car. 2024 is such a year as Ford introduces the new Ranger, which is designed from the ground up to be a top contender in the mid-size pickup truck market. Well, at least in North America, as the Europeans already got to know this truck for almost a year. Why is this so important? The well-known and loved Ford F-150 is only sold in the North American market, so only drivers in the USA and Canada can lay their hands on one of these trucks. The rest of the world has to make do with the Ford Ranger. So the answer to the aforementioned question is that the Ranger is very important for Ford because it is a global product. 6 factories all over the world from US to South America and Asia will assemble the new Ranger for various markets. Ford even ventured to the lengths to design a brand new platform from scratch. The item in question is called T6.2 and is meant for all the new and upcoming mid-sized trucks and SUVs. If you are not interested in in-depth technical stuff and don't care for platform names and factory part numbers, then be advised that Ford put a brand new body on top of the chassis. To make things even sweeter, they cramped it full with high-tech features. More on that later. Reason 2. F-150's little brother. As mentioned before, the Ranger is a global vehicle sold in many different markets. Despite that, it has always been in the shadow of its bigger brother, the F-150. When your older sibling is one of the best-selling vehicles in the entire world, that makes perfect sense. The 2024 Ranger is a brand new truck with a brand new styling. Ford's design and engineering guys surely did their best so that the youngster could be recognized as part of the family. The new Ranger slots in between the F-150 and an even smaller Maverick and boasts a familiar-looking face. Large front grille, new headlights, and a massive blue oval badge round up the looks. With all 3 models on the market, the family tree is now complete. These pickups truly look like different sizes of the F-150. Perhaps Ford should rethink their naming nomenclature and just call them the F-150 Small, Medium, and Large. Oh, joking aside, the 2024 Ranger looks modern and fresh. Subtle sheet metal sculpting makes this pickup look more like a fancy and stylish SUV rather than a pickup truck. Another great feature inherited from the Big Bro is the Raptor version. Not only does it add a menacing-looking wide body kit and custom paint and graphics, but also a tuned and more powerful engine, better suspension, larger tires, and other off-road goodies. While this version is already available in the old continent and was available for the previous gen Ranger, US buyers will get it for the first time. And at least visually, the end product was worth the wait, because the Ranger Raptor, additionally to unofficially having the coolest sounding name in the industry, looks truly amazing. While the big Raptor is awesome, on the street it sometimes looks like a trophy truck lost on its way to a Baja race. The Ranger Raptor, on the other hand, looks equally good, but does not look out of place in a parking lot near a grocery store. This pickup does not invoke the same sense that the owner is trying to show off with its uber-powerful giant monster truck. The Ranger Raptor looks less intimidating, but somehow more serious and purpose-built. Reason 1. Impressive tech features. As of now, we know that there is a new chassis and a shiny new body for the 2024 Ford Ranger. What do we need to complete the package? Of course, a cabin full of the latest high-tech toys and features. And we will get exactly that, because the 2024 model is crammed full of features. Ford has positioned the Ranger at the forefront of the midsize truck segment with cutting-edge technology. Alongside innovative trailer features, the new Ranger introduces Active Park Assist 2.0, facilitating seamless navigation into parallel and perpendicular parking spaces, which is useful if you can't drive. However, if you are too keen on driving, the safety features to keep you on track include forward collision warning, evasive steering assistance, traffic sign recognition, post-collision braking, and adaptive cruise control. The off-road capabilities are enhanced with a terrain management system offering drive modes for sand, snow, and other conditions you can encounter on a trail adventure. The trail control system acts as a low-speed cruise control for off-road adventures, complemented by a forward-facing camera for an improved view of the path ahead. Inside the Ranger's cabin, a standard 8-inch digital gauge cluster is available, with an option to upgrade to a 12.4-inch instrument panel. The 10.1-inch center touchscreen can be upgraded to a 12-inch screen, equipped with Ford's advanced Sync 4A infotainment system. Standard features include wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, though the USB ports are limited to 4, 2 USB-A's and 2 USB-C's. Notably, wireless charging is offered, and the rear seat includes a standard household outlet. With all the boring stuff mentioned, we can say that the new 2024 Ford Ranger is in fact a brand new truck. But wait, not everything is as peachy as it sounds. Reason 3. Limited functionality. And indeed it is limited. The 2024 model is offered with only one cab and bed option, a 4-door crew cab with a 5-foot bed. That is all you can get. And truth be told, that is not a lot. And not enough. A pickup truck has its purpose encoded in its name. It's a truck. Some people still want to use them as work trucks instead of showing vehicles. Well, if you are a contractor or in need of hauling large cargo, the bed of the Ranger might not satisfy your needs. Despite having decent cargo capacity of 1,805 pounds and an exceptional towing capacity of 7,500 pounds, except if you are carrying something really small and dense, there might just not be enough room in the Ranger's bed. Obviously, Ford decided that the heavy-duty F-250 will be sufficient as work vehicles and marketed the Ranger to other groups of buyers. Reason 2. Aimed at SUV customers. Namely, it is aimed at the SUV crowd. Need some clues to spot that? First, look at the styling. We mentioned before, and for good sake, that the new Ranger looks like a fancy SUV. That's because it technically is. It is sold as a pickup truck. But is it really a pickup truck? Well, in most cases, no. And we do not mean the flashy new looks. Even a work truck should not look like a garden shed and have some style. Sadly, with the limited options on the configuration of the cabin and bed, the 2024 Ranger isn't a work truck anymore. Another problem is the interior. Do not get us wrong. It is quality built with good materials and full of high-tech features. And exactly that is the problem. There's just too much Tesla inside the 2024 Ford Ranger. Almost all features are controlled via touchscreen. We might be a tad old school in this channel, but looking at these fancy screens, we get massive anxiety about what will happen when eventually one day that screen will stop working. And it undoubtedly will. Okay, someone might say that it is not intended to be a work truck. It's an off-road pickup. And while the four-wheel drive is optional, and we can get the magnificent Raptor, large and fancy touchscreens on dusty and muddy trails seem about as good of an idea as putting strawberry jam on a hot dog. Reason 1. Lack of engines. Do not be confused. The new Ranger has engines. The problem is not enough of them, at least in North America, where it will be offered with a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost with 270 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. The other option is a 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6 with 315 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. While these engines are adequate for a mid-sized truck, and a V8 option, although nice, would be a tad too much, the lack of a hybrid or electric power plant undoubtedly will limit the potential clientele of this truck. Yes, we get that there will be no diesel option, yet again in the US, because the rest of the world will have one available. So if you are in the market for a capable mid-sized pickup truck that will not be used as a work truck, The new 2024 Ranger could be yours starting from $34,160 US. But if you want a piece of friendly advice, just work harder and get the Raptor.